What have you heard in terms of the international reaction?
Well, look, outside America, I think with one voice, we've been, extremely worried, and most business leaders I know have been extremely worried. And worried about specific issues. I mean, like, universal health care is something that should be a right for citizens of the world. And, we're campaigning in many countries that don't have universal health care to help them introduce it. And the universal health care system in America was not perfect. I think it would have got better and better and better. But to abolish it, I mean, it's going to mean millions of people going to suffer in the States. Poor people. People will die. People will, have the misery will come back to what happened before. And it's so much better if Donald Trump goes in there and says, OK, it wasn't a perfect system. Let's not abolish it, but let's get some business people in to make sure that it
But he has a different mandate, Sir Richard, right?
Yeah,
right. I mean, that's the point, is that this election was on one level kind of like classic proletariat revolt, kind of like what you saw in the UK with Brexit. You've been an outspoken critic of the Brexit movement, but it was people saying, we see the direction you all want us to go. We don't like it. And now this man has a mandate.
I think they want to change. I mean, these people who voted for Donald Trump are the very people going to suffer if you don't have a universal health care system. These people are going to be the very people going to suffer if Donald Trump looks after the wealthy and doesn't tax the 1%. So, unless Donald Trump actually, changes what he said, to get elected and actually, goes out there and tries to look after the working class person. I mean, he's talking about let's reopen the coal mines, let's put people back down into digging coal. So much better if those people were creating a clean energy revolution, pushing forward with solar, with wind power, with wave power, with new innovations to power this country with clean energy. That would keep the price of energy down, and it would create hundreds of thousands of jobs in industries that would benefit America and benefit the world. And so I just would beg him and his new administration just to, to realize that most business leaders in America want to work with him, want to help him do these things, not to get completely entrenched in something, in some of the things he said in the election, which I think would be very damaging for this country and the world.